Hello, my name is George Chacha. Don't go back to that marriage unless, do not go back to that marriage unless. Viewer, welcome to Family Therapy Podcast. This Sunday on 29th at 2 p.m. East African time on my YouTube channel, Family Therapy Podcast. I will be talking one of the most emotive, one of the most difficult and challenging topic. Don't go back to that marriage unless. Viewer, I wish to remind you that not only do I speak from the way I understand it, but I speak from two perspectives. One, from the perspective that my marriage of 27 years crumbled into a million pieces. What I had built, an empire, a relationship, a family that I had passionately built for 27 years, one day came tumbling down. And of course, things have never been the same. Secondly, I will be speaking from the perspective of the many callers, both men and women, who have taken their time to call me. My testimony, my coming out to speak out about my past, to speak about my marriage, to speak about my family, has been a living testimony in many people. To all those who have found it worthy to call me, share with me their perspective, thank you. I recognize you. It is because of these calls, these conversations, that I get the strength and the reason to speak on such very emotive and difficult, almost forbidden subjects. Viewer, I am not perfect, and I'm very far from being perfect. So many times in my life I have fallen down, and so many times I have woken up. I have risen from the dust. Nelson Mandela once said, "The glory of a man lies not in never having fallen down, but in having risen every time he has fallen down." Falling down should always be another dawn for a new and fresh beginning. It's very important for us to consider the first things first. Fellow viewer, my dear viewer, maybe you are listening to me for the very first time, or maybe you have been following me on YouTube and TikTok. My passion is about families, the stability, the well-being of families. And like I always say, if you are waiting or you are at the verge of ending that relationship, that marriage, don't do it today. Sleep over it. Speak to someone who has been there. I have been there. In his suffering, the rich man, the Bible says, he called out to Father Abraham and told him, "Oh, Father Abraham, allow me to send Lazarus to my family, my brothers, and my sisters, so that he may warn them of what lies ahead of them." That Lazarus is speaking to you today. Don't wait until you walk down the slippery road that I walked. Don't wait until your children call out for help in the most painful, in the most unexpected way. Hear my testimony. I encourage you to take me in as a friend. Follow me by clicking the subscribe button of Family Therapy Podcast. Click the like, click the bell. Let us have a healthy conversation. Take note, Sunday, this Sunday, the 29th of the month of September at 2 p.m. or 1400 hours East African time, I will be talking about a very rare topic. Don't go back to that marriage unless. Find out exactly what I mean by unless. I will be speaking about don't go back to that marriage unless. Taking note that I am a born again Christian. I uphold and believe and practice the teachings of the Holy Word. Yet, here I am, warning, do not go back to that marriage unless. Thank you. See you on Sunday at 1400 hours or 2 p.m. East African time. Thank you and God bless you.